Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Here we are at the North Tumbulgum Cemetery, Historic Cemetery. So, here we go for the walk. Alright, so first of all, this walk isn't for the faint of heart. Right, up here, there is a gazebo with a picnic table. Not much up there except for that. We are on the main road, so you get trucks and cars coming flying down around 80k an hour. So you'd have to be very careful. And there's a sign here saying access to the path and stairs may be slippery. So, as you can see, it's all very uneven. It's not wheelchair friendly. So I'm really sorry about that, but can't be helped. It will take me a little bit to walk up here, but there are info boards along the way as well. So there is a fair amount of information on the cemetery. So when we get up to the top there, I will bring out my paperwork and tell you about it. So first of all, we got this. This talks about the Aborigines, who was here, and what they used to do. So that's that bit. It is windy today. And we do have a seat here, so that's a plus. But it's a hell of a walk up here. And we do have a branch across the path as well. We got another info board here. It talks about explorers and sea-to-getters. Okay, I think we may be near the top. Can you come here? Make sure you duck. There is spider webs here as well. So not a lot of people come here. Wow. Got another info board here. This one talks about the cemetery. So there's over 150 burials, but I managed to find 111 names and some of their occupation as well, which I will read out a little bit later. We have another seat here. We have another tree that's fallen down. So this is the first video for today, being Tuesday the 23rd of September 2025. There is some cloud around as we were driving down here. It looked like it was going to rain, so let's hope it doesn't. Right, so we have another board here, info board. Nice. Ah, a little bit more. Well, at least going down will be easy. We have another seat here as well. Ah. But I'm trying to carry the bodies and the coffins up here. Ooh, that's interesting, potentially dangerous too. Another info board here. Oh, the junction. Oh, there's another one there. So we are in potentially snake country here. Some of these steps are really big to climb up. Oh, I think we're nearly there. Okay. Interesting climb up. Definitely not for the faint of heart. I can start seeing the graves now. Wow. Okay. So we've made it. So there is a fair amount of information on the cemetery that I found. it's not really hard to find the information if you're looking for it. Some cemeteries don't give much information, and then others give you a whole lot. So, this one here is Bernard and Patrick. Oh, he was 14 years old, wow. And Daniel, he was killed in France in 1917. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it so I can get my info out. Okay, so this is a little different from the other cemeteries I visited. It's accessed by climbing quite a lot of steps. Set in the seduction patch of subtropical rainforest across the road from a stretch of river. Secondly, the nature of the nature of the natural environment has caused materials to deteriorate, and it is really difficult to read the inscriptions on most of the tombstones, which I can already see there's either overgrown or maybe the headstones are deteriorating. There are also a number of unmarked graves giving no information about the person whose last resting place in the rainforest. The cemetery is recognized as the oldest cemetery in the Doig Valley, with 6.5 acres of land were donated by Alexander Logan, a sea captain. Oops, sorry. I think I need like 3 hands just to do this. Yeah. So he was a sea captain who also established a junction inn. The area was called the Junction until 1880, when residents successfully petitioned the government to have it changed to Tumbulgum, the Aboriginal word for meetings of the water. There are a number of documented burials prior to the opening of the cemetery in 1883, and it appears many were on land Alexander later donated for a cemetery. The wheels of government turned slowly, and the locals were forced to bury loved ones on the land that was made available, even though it wasn't officially a cemetery at the time. The first documented burial was in 1873 of Christina Cameron D, an infant who died of drowning. By the time the cemetery closed in 1947, 150 burials were recorded between 1873 and 1890. There were 47 recorded burials, but only 2 headstones remain from that time. Those of Alexander Logan on 15th of September 1888, he was 58 years old, and his infant daughter, Christine Sarah Logan, 12th of April 1877. The official cemetery plans divided the site into 7 separate areas for various religious places, as well as allotment locating all a general and independent section. However, because of the rough terrain and earlier use of the site, it appears most burials took place on the most accessible site. There were numerous recorded deaths of babies and infants of adults buried there. Only a handful were born in Australia. It is a reminder that many of our settlers and pioneers had ventured here for a better life or been transported at Her Majesty's pleasure. Whatever the reasons, they are now a part of the history of the Tweed Valley. Early development of Tumbulgum was built on the cutting and transport of cedar. By the mid-1900s, the best timber had been depleted, and the railway had come to Wollumba. The focus of settlers moved south and it was decided that there was no longer a need for a cemetery. The site of the cemetery is rough and not suitable for anyone unsteady on their feet. However, it is a lot easier now to access it now than it was prior to 1993, when Land Care Action Program began restoration work. The project team designed and built the car park wall, which is down there. There's a small car park there on the side of the road. They built the rest area, so the seats that we saw coming up along the track, and conducted research for the info sign. In 1993, the team found the natural vegetation such as bush box and rainforest species had gradually reclaimed the land and the headstones, and the entire burial site was in a state of disrepair. Many headstones and graves require extensive rebuilding and restoration, and this was completed to the best of their ability to preserve this historic site for future generations. The original rainforest species were replanted, including the bird wing vine, necessary for breeding of the endangered Richmond River bird wing butterfly. Maybe I'm a little bit odd, but I like exploring old cemeteries. I get the sense of the way life used to be for our pioneers and early settlers. I share the sadness for the struggles of those who succumb to the epidemic, sometimes with their whole families, or to accidents, and thankfully a few to the old age. So the rest of it are names of the people here, but we'll go around and see how much we can see. So, we've also got Thomas 1932 as well. So, after I finish that, I will talk about the names and what they used to do. So we'll go around here and we'll look around here and see how much we can actually see in their headstones and that, and see what's around. So this is a cemetery I've never been to. Okay, so this is just a plaque. A restoration of the cemetery was undertaken by these people, which was pretty cool. Good on them for doing it, for trying. So there's already a couple of crosses here. But no, nothing written on them. Wow. There is one over here. Wow, this is really messed up, this one. This is a baby. Oh wow. This is Dorothea, 1888. She was 4 months old. Wow. Okay. Got another cross here. Probably got nothing on it. No, it's just got ROP. So there are unmarked graves around here as well. Wow. I'm going to be very careful on where I step. Okay, we've got something, got a grave over here of sorts. It's really hard to see, but yep. I'm trying to be as careful as I can around here. We got another cross here. Again, it's just got RIP. Well, there's another one. There's a lot of these ones. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be... maybe we can come down this way. Oh, that's going to come close to that one. Alright, well, there's a path here that I can see. Okay, so we come here and turn around. Okay, we got this one. Oh. Well, these headstones really need some TLC. We got this one. Okay, we can come across here. Oh, I can already see a couple of unmarked ones. Okay, we got here. Oh, he's a Freemason. Wow, that's cool. So it's Henry North. Died on the 1st of November 1902. He was aged 37. Wow. And there's a writing on there, but it's really, really hard to see. Oh. So that's interesting. Freemason. Nice. Have John and Mary. 1900 and 1907 by the looks of it. We got Gerard and Page, 1900. Page was 8 or 5 years and 6 months old. Well, and we can come up here. Okay, this is Alexander Logan, Sarah Logan, and Elsa. Okay. So these are the people that actually donated the land for the cemetery. His daughter was only 2 years, 7 months old. He was 56 or 58. And his wife was 76. Wow. She died 1911. So thanks to Alexander for donating the land for the cemetery. So he was a pioneer as well. Oh, we got a headstone here, and we got a couple over there. Got one over there, and there's a couple more over there. Wow. I think that's Isabella over there. I can't make out the year, but yeah. This is so very weird, the cemetery. Like, I like the old cemeteries. I reckon they're much better than the new ones. But it's also weird, this one. I'm also watching out for any snakes, because it's a snake country. Hey, there is a grave there. There's a baby one there, and there's one over there. Looks like a baby one over there as well. There's some more over this way. Well, there's a couple of crosses there. There's a wrought iron fence, but no headstone. This is really, 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 really bad here. Okay, we got Sarah, Neil, and Alex. I can't. 1888. Can't make out the rest, but okay, we'll go down here. Okay, another one there. There's one up here. This one is Charles. He was 61 or 51 years old. Wow. 1891, sorry. Okay. Can't read that. Got one here. John and Martha. I think that's 1956 for John and 1947 for Martha. About 83 and 87. Wow. Another one over there, but it's hard to see. Okay, we got Charles here, 1902. He's 34. Wow. Probably got a whip bird in the background as well. This is John, 1901. Nice. Looks like most of these people just sort of buried here and maybe just left and forgotten about. I know sometimes in different cemeteries people would get buried wherever they died. They just sort of dig a hole and bury them there and just put a wooden cross up, and that was their grave. I can't imagine how that would be. Okay, so this is the bottom of the cemetery here. Okay. Here's another little bit section up here and then to the right. We'll go up and have a look. Again, watching, making sure that there's no snakes around. As cool as that would be, I don't want to step on the poor little things. Snakes are very misunderstood. There's more crosses just down there, but yeah, I think that'll do. I'm seeing there's definitely something here. Just saw someone walking down around there. And I don't think they were alive. Alright, so this is Tumbulgum Cemetery, Historic Cemetery. And we do have flowers in that one, so someone does visit them. That's a plus. So, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more and different videos like this one. Until next time, fellow travellers, have a good one, because you never know where I might be, who I might see, or definitely what I might see.